Auguste Bournonville, the name sounds very French, and he is, as a matter of fact, French. His father was French, his mother was Swedish, and he was born in Copenhagen, Denmark. He actually started his career with the Paris Opera Ballet, and then he was called back to Copenhagen by the Danish king. He wanted Bournonville to come back to take over the company. And Bournonville was then the director of the company almost until his death in 1879. He created more than 60 ballets for the Royal Danish Ballet. He was teaching in the school and for the company, and he was writing all the librettos. So he was a very important cultural figure. Bournonville's ballet La SYLPHIDE is probably one of his most famous ballets, and I think it has survived so long and still kept an interest for the audience because it's about something that we can all relate to still. It's about the choices you make in life and the consequences of these choices. So you can go in and learn something from that ballet, or you can just look at it as a wonderful fairy tale, and both things will give you a lot of pleasure, I think. My work is to pass on a very precious tradition that I learned myself and that has been passed on from generation to generation in Denmark, the Bournonville tradition. So the Bournonville tradition is something special compared to other ballet traditions because the ballets were created in 1800s, between 1830 and 1870, and they are not reconstructed now. They have been kept alive in the Danish repertoire ever since. And during that time, of course, it has changed. The ballet technique has developed. The audience has maybe different style, used to different things. So little by little, through all these years, the ballet has somehow followed the development of time. So in that way, it's not a museum piece that we are presenting. Oh, this is how it was done in 1836 when it was created. It's this ballet who has been kept on with the original steps and the story, but still every time kind of presented as a brand new piece. It's always a challenge to come to a company who is not brought up with the Bournonville tradition, and then in a few weeks to try to give them all this material, because it is a different style, both the dancing, something with how to hold your arms, how to connect the movements. There is a lot of pantomime in the Bournonville ballets, and that's not so usual anymore. It's kind of included in the whole choreography to do the pantomime and to do it natural, so actually clear enough that the audience understand what you are saying without words, and at the same time make it look gracious and beautiful and not awkward. And that's something that takes a little longer if you are not grown up in that tradition. But we are having a lot of fun with it here, and I think the result is going to be beautiful.